By the way, Selena, this is the first time we've been somewhere that you've said my husband.
I know. Oh! Good one. Good try.
I remember. Sorry to sidetrack here,
But on this particular night, no constellation shone brighter than Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, making their first public appearance as a married couple. They brought a new kind of electricity to the 2025 Academy Museum Gala, turning heads and capturing hearts from the moment they arrived. The buzz had started long before their arrival. Rumors swirled through entertainment newsrooms and social media feeds. What would they wear? Who would they arrive with? Would there be any surprises? By the time the blacked-out SUV pulled up to the curb, the crowd outside the museum was practically humming with excitement. Fans pressed against barricades, reporters poised for a glimpse, and photographers jostling for position. Then the doors opened. Out stepped Benny, his midnight blue tuxedo a masterclass in understated glamour, the satin lapel catching the light just so. But it was Selena who stole the breath from every onlooker. Draped in a custom Oscar de la Renta gown, she looked like she'd been spun from the very stars. The silver beadwork refracting flashes of light with every movement. Her train trailed behind her like a comet's tail, catching onlookers in its spell. The couple walked hand in hand, exuding a quiet confidence, pausing to wave at fans and exchange smiles that seemed to hold 1,000 secrets. Inside, the museum was transformed into a wonderland of cinematic history and modern elegance. Chandeliers sparkled, actors and directors mingled, and the air was thick with the sense that something memorable was unfolding. For many, seeing Selena and Benny together was surreal. Here were two of the industry's most talented and influential figures, not just attending, but anchoring the very atmosphere of the night. As the gala unfolded, it was clear that Selena and Benny weren't just another celebrity couple. Their chemistry was undeniable, yes, but it was the authenticity of their affection that drew people in. Selena's laughter rang out, clear and joyful, as she reconnected with old friends and made new ones. Benny moved with the ease of someone completely at home, bantering with fellow producers, sharing stories with directors, and never straying far from Selena's side. Throughout the night, their small gestures spoke volumes. A gentle hand on the back, a whispered joke that made them both grin. Occasionally, a quick kiss, never performed for the cameras, always genuine, elicited knowing, affectionate smiles from those lucky enough to witness it. It was as if the whole room was rooting for them, their love a bright thread weaving through the tapestry of Hollywood tradition. Their story, after all, reads like a modern fairy tale. For years, both had been counted among the industry's most eligible singles. Selena, the global pop icon and acclaimed actress. Benny, the behind-the-scenes genius whose music had shaped a generation. Their paths first crossed in studios and award shows, their professional collaborations sparking rumors among fans who sensed something more. When they were spotted together at a New York industry party in late 2023, whispers of romance began to circulate. But Selena and Benny kept things close to the vest, preferring their art and actions to speak louder than gossip. That changed in early 2024. During a candid interview, Selena confirmed what fans had long suspected. She described Benny as her best friend and the love of her life, her eyes shining with the kind of happiness that can't be faked. Soon after, the couple's relationship blossomed in the public eye. Cozy dinners in Los Angeles, sun-drenched getaways to the Amalfi Coast, candid snapshots on social media that radiated warmth and intimacy. Their wedding, held in a secluded vineyard just outside Santa Barbara, was the stuff of legend. Details remained tightly guarded, but those in attendance spoke of a ceremony filled with music, laughter, and handwritten vows that left not a dry eye in the house. The couples promised to support, inspire, and challenge one another, both in life and in art, set the tone for their next chapter. Now, at the Academy Museum Gala, their presence signaled more than just celebrity romance. It was a moment of arrival. Both were riding career highs, Selena with her critically acclaimed album Solstice, an exploration of love, vulnerability, and resilience, and Benny with a recent Academy Award nomination for his work on a major motion picture soundtrack. Solstice, produced largely by Benny, had been praised for its emotional depth and maturity, with many critics attributing its raw honesty to the couple's creative partnership. But beyond the music and the accolades, Selena and Benny were quickly becoming advocates for change. Both used their platforms to shine a light on issues close to their hearts: mental health awareness, diversity in entertainment, and support for underprivileged youth. Their openness about personal struggles struck a chord. Selena spoke candidly about her battle with lupus and her journey toward mental wellness. Benny discussed his lifelong struggle with anxiety and perfectionism, reassuring fans that even those at the top face challenges and doubts. It was this transparency, this willingness to be vulnerable, that made their appearance at the gala so significant. Hollywood is a place where images are carefully crafted, where the line between reality and performance is often blurred. Yet here were two stars who seemed refreshingly genuine, grounded, generous, and fiercely loyal, not just to each other but to their friends and the causes they championed. As dinner was served, the couple took their seats at the head table surrounded by an A-list circle. Taylor Swift greeted Selena with an enthusiastic hug, Billie Eilish shared a joke with Benny, and Timothée Chalamet complimented the couple's style. The conversations were animated, the laughter frequent. It felt less like a formal event and more like a gathering of friends united by a passion for art and storytelling. The highlight of the evening came when Selena took the stage to present an honorary award to a legendary director. Her speech, heartfelt and eloquent, spoke about the transformative power of storytelling and the importance of community in the arts. Benny watched from the audience, pride written across his face. When she finished, he was the first to leap to his feet, leading a standing ovation that echoed through the atrium. Later, he told reporters, "That's my wife, the most talented, passionate person I know." As the night wore on, the atmosphere grew more intimate. John Legend performed a soulful set, and soon, Selena and Benny found themselves on the dance floor. Lost in each other, they moved as though no one else was watching, their happiness contagious. Others joined in, and for a few magical moments, the museum was transformed into a place where time stood still, where every guest was reminded of the joy that comes from celebrating love and creativity. What truly sets Selena and Benny apart is not their fame, but their authenticity. In an industry often defined by fleeting trends and shifting alliances, they have remained steadfast, true to themselves, to each other, and to the values they hold dear. Friends describe them as down-to-earth and deeply compassionate, the kind of people who remember birthdays and send handwritten notes, who show up for charity events and spend hours listening to fans' stories. Their willingness to share the realities of their journey, the ups and downs, the triumphs and setbacks, has made them role models for a new generation. They remind us that success doesn't have to come at the cost of happiness, that it's possible to chase your dreams without losing your sense of self. As one gala attendee put it, they're proof that you can find lasting love and fulfillment even in the spotlight, as long as you stay true to who you are. As the evening drew to a close, the couple slipped away to the museum's rooftop terrace. There, beneath the city's twinkling lights, they shared a quiet moment, away from the cameras and the crowds. The future felt wide open. When asked about their plans, Selena smiled. "We're excited to keep creating, together and individually. There's so much more we want to do, both in music and beyond. But for now, we're just grateful for each other, for our friends and family, and for all the love we've received." Benny nodded, his eyes full of possibility. "This is just the beginning. We want to make art that matters, support causes we believe in, and most of all, enjoy this adventure together." As the last guests departed and the city settled back into its usual rhythm, one thing was clear. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco had not only made their mark as a married couple, but as a beacon of hope and inspiration. Their journey, from collaborators to confidants, from lovers to life partners, was just beginning. And Hollywood, for one dazzling night, felt all the brighter for it.